Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go over 5 different things with the American Express Platinum card that you need to make sure you do before the end of the year. Now there are a lot of different credits and benefits with the American Express Platinum card. I'm not going to go over all of them in this video, but what I am going to go over are the ones that are going to expire by the end of the year. So if you don't happen to take advantage of them, you can end up losing out on hundreds of dollars in value. The first one is going to be the Airline incidental credit. Now this is a $200 credit that you get that's connected with one specific airline that allows you to use for incidentals such as checked bags or food, or if you happen to want to use one of the lounges connected with airlines, you could use the credits for that. Now you do have to make sure that you enroll with this benefit, so whichever airline that you want to connect with, you have to go into the app or on the website and then enroll with that airline. So if you happen to have holiday travel coming up, definitely make sure to use up as much of this credit as you can. But if you happen to not have travel before the end of the year, a trick that I've actually seen work is that sometimes you can end up purchasing a low-cost ticket flight and then end up getting reimbursed for that because it ends up triggering the credit. Now, the reason why I'm not saying any specific airline is because I don't actually know which one's going to still be working as this video ends up coming out. But if you do end up doing a little bit of research, you may actually end up seeing that your airline is connected with being able to trigger this credit for a low-cost ticket flight. And what you can end up doing is that after you end up booking this flight, if you end up getting a refundable ticket, you can end up just having it be put as a travel credit with that airline. So you can end up using it for a future flight. So this can end up being a great trick to take full advantage of this $200 airline incidentals credit, but not actually need to fly right at this moment and use it for future travels. The second one is going to be the hotel credit. Now this credit is going to be giving you reimbursement of up to $200 with booking with Amex's Fine Hotels and Resorts or the Hotel Collection. Now the hotel credit with the Fine Hotels and Resorts and the Hotel Collection does not need to be registered. All you have to do is use your American Express Platinum card to book it with the Fine Hotels and Resorts and the Hotel Collection to get reimbursed back. Now this is actually credit that I haven't even actually taken advantage of yet, because a lot of the hotels that are connected with the Fine Hotels and Resorts and the Hotel Collection tend to actually be quite expensive. However, I actually have found some hotels out in Vegas that I do actually want to take advantage of because of the fact of not only am I going to be getting that $200 credit, but the benefits you end up getting when booking with the Fine Hotels and Resorts or the Hotel Collection can actually end up being quite good. For instance, if you happen to be booking with the Fine Hotels and Resorts, you'll end up getting yourself daily breakfast for 2, experience credit for $100 for food and beverage credit to be used during your stay, 4 p.m. checkout, 12 p.m. check-in when available, and then also you get room upgrades at check-in and then complimentary Wi-Fi. So to be able to get all that along with a $200 credit can be incredibly valuable, especially if you can end up finding a hotel that's on the cheaper side. Like for myself, I've looked at things like the Bellagio out in Vegas, where I can pretty much end up having not only a free stay at the Bellagio, but also be given a $100 credit and free breakfast. So that's pretty much how I'm gonna end up taking advantage of. And the beautiful thing is that if you actually end up booking for next year, it is a prepaid hotel purchase, so you still end up getting yourself the credit even if you end up booking for it for next year. Just make sure not to cancel the hotel stay or try to change it, because then that actually might end up affecting your credit. Now to take full advantage of the Hotel Collection, you will need to stay 2 days, and with this you'll get yourself room upgrades along with a $100 experience credit. So yes, you do end up getting less with the Hotel Collection, but from my research, I've noticed that the Hotel Collection tends to have cheaper hotels. So while you may need to stay more days, the cost of actually staying at the hotel will probably end up being cheaper with the Hotel Collection. An awesome thing about booking with the Fine Hotels and Resorts and the Hotel Collection is that you're also gonna get yourself 5x membership reward points when booking it with your American Express Platinum card along with that $200 credit. So definitely make sure to look to take advantage of this before the end of the year so you can maximize your rewards. And again, you can end up booking for a next year's trip. So if you end up actually booking for next year in, let's say, February, and then you end up getting this credit again in January of next year, you can end up pretty much having 2 days be back-to-back from booking 2 different days with this credit at the same hotel. The third credit is going to be the Saks Fifth Avenue credit. Now this is going to be a $50 credit that you get to use with Saks Fifth Avenue before the end of the year. Now, if you happen to not live near a Saks Fifth Avenue, that is perfectly fine. You can use it on Saks Fifth's website. Now, I know a lot of people might see this credit and not think of it as being overly valuable because they may not shop normally at Saks Fifth, but I've actually been okay with this because I've just been stocking off nice underwear. If you actually end up going on their website, you can notice that there are things that are under $50 that you can end up using this credit for. Or if you happen to be looking for a gift for someone for the holidays, then using this credit at Saks Fifth can allow you to knock off $50 off of a gift that you want to purchase for someone. The fourth thing you want to do with your American Express Platinum card before the end of the year is add all of your Amex offers. These can actually end up being quite valuable if you actually end up looking at the different offers that are out there. One of the big ones that I've noticed for the holidays can end up being getting 5x additional membership reward points with shopping at Amazon. Now this offer is awesome because Amazon is obviously a hot location to shop when it comes to for the holidays. So definitely select this if you can. And if you happen to be going on your Amex offers and not seeing this offer, one thing that you do need to do is make sure that you are actually adding other offers to your card. Because if you don't end up adding other offers, it will actually end up maxing out and not end up showing you new offers. So it is very, very important to add the offers to your card so that new other awesome offers can end up being shown to you that you can end up taking advantage of. And the fifth and final thing that you want to make sure you do with your American Express Platinum card before the end of the year is use up all of your Uber credit. Now, normally the American Express Platinum card gets $15 each month towards Uber. However, in the month of December, you actually end up getting yourself an additional $20. So you end up getting yourself $35 that ends up being an Uber credit. Now, during the holidays, it can definitely end up being very easy to forget about this. However, you don't want to not use it because it is use it or lose it. Now, if you don't happen to ride with Uber that much, you can actually end up using this credit towards Uber Eats. So you can end up picking up the food or actually having it be delivered to you. Either way, you're going to get yourself $35 in credit with Uber in the month of December. But there you have it. Those are the 5 things that you need to remember to do with your American Express Platinum card before the end of the year. Now, some people might be watching this and go, yeah, this is obvious. I've already used a number of these things, or I never forget to use my credits. However, there are a ton of people who either do not end up using their credits or don't even realize that the credits even exist with this card. So that's the reason why it is good to definitely look into what benefits your card actually ends up having, and then do the best you can to take advantage of it to the fullest so you can end up maximizing your rewards. Now, if you don't already happen to have the American Express Platinum card and you happen to be interested in it, I will have a referral link down below, and if you decide to use it, it will help out the channel, and I'd be very thankful for your support. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you do happen to have any questions, drop them down in the comment section down below. I do the best I can to answer them. If you happen to really like this video, then please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace.